Then on to another company that I think you and I are firmly on the same side. If this company made a statement tomorrow saying we're closing down, we would both go, "Who are you?"
I would be happy.
And we'd be very happy.
I wouldn't even be "Who are you?" I'd be like, "Good. Was about fucking time you did. See ya."
Yeah. So Ubisoft is in
Actually,
serious trouble.
not see you. Just goodbye. Take your baguettes and go home.
Ubisoft is in serious trouble, by the way, if you haven't caught the reference to French people there. I like that Rurikon is joining me on the side of we don't like the French.
No. Listen, I don't hate the French. No. I just made a French reference because
take your baguettes and fuck off, French people.
No, not take your baguettes and fuck up Ubisoft, not French people. All right,
we all know what Rurikon means. We know what he means.
Yeah. Sure, whatever.
But no, so Ubisoft. Oh, this is a juicy story, bro. This is such a juicy story. So after the failure of Ubisoft's newest star game, Star Wars Outlaws.
Star Wars game, even.
Yeah, well, can't really call it a Star Wars game. It didn't perform that well, which is bonkers. I still cannot believe that. Like, how bad do you have to fuck up?
It has stars, doesn't have wars.
Yeah, but how bad do you have to fuck up, bro, to fuck up a Star Wars game? Like, dude,
I mean, ask Disney. They know all about it. They've been fucking up the Star Wars movies for almost a decade now,
yeah,
right?
but their movies at least keep making money because Star Wars fans are basically terminally wishing that, something will make some money.
As you said that, Acolyte left the chat.
Well, it is finally starting to happen, right? Finally, some of their shows are starting to fail. But for the most part, almost everything Star Wars works. Ubisoft had the perfect IP to do things in, and it didn't work. Now, because it's so bad, Ubisoft has just announced that they're looking for strategic, moves?
They're analyzing, they're exploring their strategic options because it reports lackluster September quarter results, it makes me so sad that they're not making enough money for fleecing the fuck out of gamers and making subpar products and just going off and making their coin doublers and their XP boosters and all this other bullshit. It makes me so sad deep inside that oh no, your terrible business practices are not being rewarded. I'm so sad. Oh no. Here's what Guillemot was
trying
saying.
To cry about it, but I can't.
For example, we are improving the quality of Star Wars Outlaws, including actively addressing player feedback through title updates as we get ready for Steam launch, the first story pack in the upcoming holiday season. We are also taking the additional time to ensure that the upcoming very ambitious opus I love that word, opus. The opus of the flagship franchise, Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a highly polished turd. Wait, what? No. Exceptional experience on day one, and that it resonates strongly with players. What he's saying is we're doing the decent thing of releasing a fucking finished video game, and the somewhat decent thing of fixing this video game that we sold to people, a broken, buggy fucking mess with, that exploded within the first 3 days of early access, gave Rurikon a big smile on his face as all the people that paid for that early access got fucked in the ass. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was beautiful to see.
Dude, do you want to know what will be the funniest shit ever? I will literally burst out laughing if they, with one of their updates, finally made Vase cute and not look like a 12-year-old boy. That would be the greatest thing in the history of the world, bro. I'd be like, I fucking told you guys.
I already told you the reason, and I'm not.
The
I'm not even.
Reasons are bullshit.
No. You're misunderstood because, I told you about how they made her ugly on purpose. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I don't think they meant to make her that ugly. They're just not talented enough to uglify a character in a way without destroying her face. They're just not talented enough in their studio because their idea. And if you actually look at the design document for KVS, where they talk about how, we broke her nose and we did all these things so that she looks a little bit more tough and rough around the edges and all of that stuff. And it makes sense. But you look at the character in that document and she doesn't look nearly as bad as she does in game. So the reason is their developers, they're just somebody went up to them and said, "Hey, listen, we're gonna break her nose. We're gonna give her a couple of kinks, and we just want her to look like a little bit tougher and rough around the edges. All right?"
Yeah.
And the designer went, "Okay, here's my chisel. Here's my hammer." And he's like fucking busting her face up because he doesn't know. He doesn't know the art of subtlety. He's fucking busted her up.
I personally don't believe that. I think that is a good cover reason for it. I don't think that is the actual reason.
I just don't think they're talented. I don't. Well, I'm sorry.
I agree with you. They don't have the talent. Talented. But I also know for a fact that there is a growing trend within Ubisoft and within the gaming industry where they're making female characters ugly on purpose. And by the way, they're not even mask on about it anymore. They're very honest that the reason they're doing it is because male gamers are just porn-brained and not every female character has to be super beautiful. But, Rurikon, I didn't include this.
Not every single female character has to be super beautiful. I agree.
But I didn't even include this in the in today's show, because I'm going to make a video on this and it didn't really occur to me to also include it in the show. So one of the big problems I've had in making videos about this has always been statistics. I cannot find any statistics on how female gamers view female characters in video games.
Female gamers absolutely love playing sexy characters.
But that's not what we're told. Remember, we're told the only reason we want sexy female characters is because we are porn-brained. Women don't want hypersexualized characters. Even female gamers say they don't want hypersexualized characters because it's contributing to all sorts of culture bullshit. Except a new study that was just posted, massive psychological study, and it's actually published in PsyOp Today, which is a very large publication, found that while most women will say that they don't like hypersexualized characters, when given the option to choose between the bulky, masculinized character and the hypersexualized feminine character, most women will choose the feminine hypersexualized character.
I mean, wait a minute. When given the option to choose between a male character and a massively sexual...
No, masculinized. In other words, take like a K-Vess, where you're making her less feminine.
Okay. I thought you were saying an actual male character.
No.
Okay.
Even the character where they did a bunch of different tastes. Basically, their conclusion is women say one thing, but continuously do the other. They say they don't want hypersexualized characters, but they always choose the hypersexualized character when given the option.
I'm going to go out on the limb, and I'm going to need to see some more, how many people did they ask about this study and all that stuff? It's like, I believe that a large majority of women do want to play sexy characters, because I see people in my comment section saying like, oh man, I wish my female... And a lot of times I know that they're female and they're going like, oh, I wish I could have like this more skimpy outfit for my character or something like this. And, so I don't believe that female players don't want sexy female characters. That I definitely don't believe.
No, I mean, no, they don't. I mean, we know that they don't. They made it clear. This study literally finds that, right? That women want sexy characters. Now, I think the big thing to point out here is it's not that women want hypersexualized characters at all times. It's more a case of women like feminine characters that fit the fantasy of playing video games. We're playing a video game. We don't want to play. I'm a fat guy in life. I'm an obese motherfucker. I don't want to play an obese motherfucker in a video game. Why the hell would I want to do that? Right? I'm already that in real life. When I get to fantasy, I don't want to be represented. Just give me Geralt of Rivia and let me kill some fucking monsters. Right?
I want to. I don't need dwarf.
I don't need 500-pound Henry or Geralt of Rivia killing Roach as he's trying to get on the horse's fucking back, right? I don't need
man,
that.
that's dirty. Killing Roach? Come on now. What the hell?
But no, I mean, fundamentally, this study basically flies in the face of everything the gaming industry believes. I will have a video about that later today, because there's just so much news to cover that it's going to take a while. But okay, so I know that Ubisoft already have one of their strategic options that just launched.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it. I'm sure that it's going to be a fantastic, good thing that they're doing that is definitely going to be, positive for consumers, and it's going to be really great. It's going to rehabilitate their image. It's going to be fantastic, right? It
really shows just the moral fiber of Ubisoft, this strategic option.
Finally, the moral fiber, just what we needed from Ubisoft.
Exactly. Ubisoft just released their first ever blockchain game with NFTs selling for $50 and upwards to about $6,000 for an NFT on their in-game NFT.
Did you say 6,000?
There's some items apparently that go for almost 6,000.
You're wrong. You're wrong. It's
is it higher?
63,000.
Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. It's even higher than 6,000. I just saw one of them was like 6,000, and I thought, listen, it goes up to 6,000.
Let me ask you something, Akalon. I'm going to question your dedication to this show. Did you watch a video on this fantastic upcoming video game?
No. I didn't even know about it until 10 minutes before the fucking show.
I did. I watched a video on it because I want to
quickly read the article
about this. And let me tell you something, all right?
Yeah.
This video game is a disgusting piece of rotten filth that is basically trying to appeal to the fantasy of people that like Warhammer miniatures.
Wait, can I just quickly, because hold up, I'm being painted in a very weird light here. May I just point out that for 45 minutes or some shit before the show started, I had no internet. I saw Rurikon showing this blockchain thing to me, right? And I had no internet, so I couldn't watch or do any research. I read the artitle
I'm joking,
because it doesn't use all of my fucking... No, I just want to be clear to the viewers here. Normally, I watch and read everything. But if I didn't have internet, I didn't have internet.
Man, you took that one personal. Holy shit.
No, but the problem is you're going to have viewers going, wow, fuck, Akalon doesn't even what I do. I just didn't have internet. I just want to be clear about that.
Like, anyway. Listen, when it comes to putting in effort, there have been a couple of shows where I just came in and I was like, hey, listen, I got nothing. I'm the unprofessional one. I'll say that right now.
Well, I've got you usually because there's so much political bullshit that happens. But
listen.
Yes.
So on account, I watched the video, and one of the things that these people are trying to appeal to is the passion that people have for Warhammer miniatures, because they straight up all of the models or whatever, I think that these are the NFTs, they're champions or whatever the fuck. They look like a Warhammer miniature, and their art style is very much designed to bring out almost that hand-painted Warhammer miniature feel. The thing is, like I've said previously, the artists at Ubisoft are terrible. They're not talented. And therefore, this just looks like AI-generated fucking slop. It just has a very distinct art style to it. And the other thing that this game does, and I'm not exactly sure how the mechanics of the game work or whatever. I think it's like
some type of PvP. It's on the blockchain. Game. No one's going to play that.
I think it's some type of PvP game. But what they have done is, have you played a game which is called, I think this is the name. I forget that. Darkest Dungeon? I've played Darkest Dungeon.
I've seen it. I've not played it yet.
So you know the style where you have like 3 characters here and then 3 characters here.
Oh wait, I actually did play that. Never mind. I actually did play it. Yeah.
But you know their style with like, oh, this character comes here, attacks, this character's like...
Yes.
It looks like they just straight up ripped that off from Darkest Dungeon. Like straight up. And the thing is, Darkest Dungeon is very unique in the way that it does things. So this looks way worse than Darkest Dungeon.
Sorry.
But I can tell that there is inspiration here where they're ripping off Warhammer and ripping off Darkest Dungeon to make their shitty little blockchain game, and they can eat the entirety of my ass after a workout with the smallest spoon, which is an insult that I've coined recently for the Nouveau, but I'll give it to Ubisoft as well.
Yeah, why not?
Because I want you to taste every single scoop, okay? That's what I want for you.
So yours Darkest Dungeon is the one where you so they'll attack in order. So this one attacks, and this one attacks, and this one attacks, and this one attacks. And you have like different characters that you can play with, right? Like different champions you can play with.
Except the characters here cost real money, and that's a good thing, right?
Dude, so what you're telling me is,
listen. Here's what the article says. This is the Verge article. Here's the quote that I selected. They talk a little bit about the game, and then they say, "But then there's all the NFT garbage. Champions are the game's NFTs associated with the Oasis blockchain, which is the Oasis blockchain is clearly designed to inspire people that have watched Ready Player One. I mean, that's obvious. Yep. And if you fall for that, you're a fucking moron, because let me tell you, the Oasis blockchain has nothing to do with the Oasis from Ready Player One. Okay?
No, obviously
but
not.
anyways, then they go to acquire champions. You have to either forge them from existing champions you own or purchase them off of the game's marketplace. To purchase champions, you can either use the OAS cryptocurrency, which I believe is probably going to be Oasis's cryptocurrency, or plain old cash money, with the cheapest going for about $7 and the most expensive one sitting at an eye-watering 63,000 whole ass. They typed this whole ass American dollars. To understand what's in it for Ubisoft to perpetrate this nonsense, the company takes a 6% royalty fee for every marketplace transaction, and there are about 2,700 active listings on the site.
Dude, so what you're telling me is this
and
is
wait.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
Having more champions increases your VIP status. The higher your VIP status, the more experience points and in-game currency you earn, thus incentivizing players to spend money accumulating champions to entice even more dollars out of customers. Wow. Champions Tactics also features an additional exclusive collection of NFTs to buy called Warlords. According to the game's website, owning a Warlord unlocks access to special events and even more in-game boosts to earning EXP and gold. Players can use their Warlords as their in-game profile pictures. Here's what they look like, and they look like those pixelated punk, pixel punk ships that we used to have. Bro, it's just... Man, fuck these people. Can Ubisoft just fucking die? Just die in the misery. Just fucking disappear with all of your garbage, bro. Just die. Burn to the ground. Take your baguettes and go home. Fuck you, Ubisoft.
I agree with everything Rurikon just said here. And I want to say, so this is AAA's first endeavor into the NFT space. And basically, they did.
AAA has endeavored into the NFT space before.
Yeah, I mean,
haven't you heard of Ubisoft Quartz?
Well, Ubisoft claims that it's their first ever blockchain game.
It is their first blockchain game, but they've done blockchain things with Ubisoft.
No, but I'm specifically talking about blockchain games, right? This is AAA's first endeavor into the blockchain game space, and they end up doing the exact thing that gamers have complained about when it comes to blockchain games since blockchain games became a thing, which is to plagiarize the living fuck out of everything and then use AI to do most of the heavy lifting because it's just a cash grab. That's all it is. You're just trying to cash grab the shit out of your audience, because I guarantee you now, most of the stuff was done with AI. The fact that they're just going for Darkest Dungeon is literally minimum effort to basically hopefully get...
By the way,
the game is very
the
addictive.
Darkest Dungeon thing, I want to make it clear, that's my interpretation of what it looks like. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to feel that way.
No, but it is sort of like a turn-based, card-based
absolutely.
Dungeon crawler type of game, right?
I don't know if it's dungeon crawler or PvP, but yeah, because I don't care enough to even research what the gameplay mechanics of this fucking shit show are going to be.
It's just wrong on so many levels, and I'm with you there. I think Ubisoft needs to just die at this point. This company has shown themselves to be completely unprincipled, without morals, and at this point, I think it's safe to say, let them die.